Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Megan. Sorry, I'm walking over to get my water. So I'm doing a pour with all semi-transparent colors. I'm adding a little bit of water to these. I did a pour the other day. If you happen to see it, it's right here. And I loved the way the semi-transparent of the green color worked with the white with the technique I used. Because you can see all the different colors that were created just with the one green because it was semi-transparent. So depending on how much paint was sitting on top of the white, it really changed color. Almost looks inky or like watercolory. And then, so I used a blue and a turquoise that were completely opaque, and you can see it didn't do that at all. So today I'm using 3 semi-transparent colors to see if we get, geez, these paints weren't sitting very long, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe I didn't add water to them when I did it. But anyway, so these 3 are all semi-transparent. And because they're semi-transparent, it is important to have colors that are in the same color family, because if they overlap, because they're semi-transparent, the color will show from underneath. So if you have like a purple and a red, it's going to get muddy. If you have black and yellow, you'll get that weird green color that you get when black and yellow are mixed. So it's really easy to create mud with semi-transparent colors that you're not going to get with opaque colors. So I chose 2 pinks and an orange, because if they overlap a little bit, we're not going to get mud. We're just going to get some different shades of pinks and oranges. So I have this Pearl Papaya Orange. Now, if you use Arteza, I know my contacts didn't tell if it's focusing right. So I apologize if it is not, because everything looks blurry right now. But in this little box with Arteza, if it's completely open, it's transparent. If it's completely filled in, it's opaque. And this little half fill in is semi-transparent. So I have Pearl Hot Pink, Pink, and Papaya Orange. Now the pink seems a little bit thicker to me, not thicker, but more opaque to me. So I'm hoping we get the same amount of movement, but it's a really good experiment to see how transparent they need to be with this to really get that effect. So if I don't get that perfected on this one, I'm not gonna be too upset. I just really want to see how these do. And if I need true transparent for this, I mean, the green says it's semi-transparent, but on the little thing, but as you can see here, it's really pretty transparent. So, did this move out of, there we go. So it'll be a good experiment to see how transparent these paints need to be to get that really cool effect. So my white is White House paint, because that's what I happen to have, mixed with Floetrol and Liquitex pouring medium. All my colors are mixed with Liquitex pouring medium and Floetrol, and it's 50-50 Floetrol and pouring medium, and then it's 50-50 of that mixture with my paint. So super easy, just equal amounts. And I don't measure, it's not exact. I know with Nova Color, I used to use their 235 is what I used, I think. Wow, there's a lot of bubbles in that. You know what? I don't think I shook that. I must have, because there's lots of bubbles. I don't remember shaking that, though, so hopefully that's a good... Anyway, and that must have come out faster than I thought. There's a lot of paint on that canvas. But anyway, and I found the ratio mattered with that. When I use Floetrol, I don't worry about it too much, because I found that with Floetrol, my ratios don't seem to matter as much. Now, I did not plan this out. I probably should have. Let's go from orange sort of to deep pink. Let's just kind of do lines and see how that goes. To pink. Because I really like the negative space. Ooh, I got a hair in there. So I'm just going to play around with it. And there's no silicone in the paints. You can see sort of already that my hot pink has more of a tendency to sink than the other colors because we're already getting that ghosting as it sinks. Whereas the orange is not doing it all. The regular pink is doing it, but not nearly as much. In fact, what this hot pink is doing is really cool by itself. If I was only using that hot pink, it would be really cool to get a squeeze bottle or something and do a very specific design and just let it sink, because that looks really, really neat. I love this right here. Of course, I'm watching it sink and it might just disappear. That's really cool though. And it's really neat to see the difference in the paints because the orange isn't disappearing. Now it's starting to a little bit. Sorry, those of you who are bored out of your minds. I'm finding this really fascinating how the three different paints are reacting different to the white. Okay, so let's get on with the show though. Okay. Okay, sorry about my head being right over there. I could not get to the middle of the canvas without putting my head right in front of the canvas. All right, I think I have too much paint on there. It came out, I don't know, I did not think I had as much paint on there as I obviously did. But this is really cool. I am getting cells in the pink. I love what the orange is doing. So I think I'm going to do more orange down here. And now that I sort of see how much is sinking, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna worry too much. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of orange right in here. Not a lot. And I'm gonna do more of the hot pink, but probably not much more of the regular pink because I really like these two the most. Let's put just a little bit down here. And then we'll try and maybe keep some of that negative space, but we'll see what happens. I love that orange. The orange is, what is this? This is that papaya. And I do believe they now have some of their, when they first started selling their, what's it called? Their pearl. They didn't sell them individually. You could only get a set. And I think I saw that. So I will link to Arteza down below if you want to look at those pearl paints, because this papaya is just gorgeous. If they have this by itself, I need to get some. I forgot to put my hair up and my husband went to bed, so that's why I'm kind of holding my hair back really awkwardly. Have you guys seen the world's smallest blower? It's like a little leaf blower, but it's like this big. Some people have been sharing it in the group, and it's just adorable. I wouldn't mind giving it a try. Okay, I'm thinking I want to leave that there if I can. I really like that. None of it is getting quite as inky as the green, but like I said, I think I have a lot more white paint on here than I did with the green, so I think that's part of it. I'm also getting some really cool webbing, so I'm really tempted to tilt, but I'm not sure. I really like how subtle this is. Let's just tilt this way and see what we get. Ooh, I'm liking that. Okay, I'm not going to tilt too much. It's really not, with this type, it's not really affecting how it goes. And we don't have any cells that we need to stretch, although we're getting some pretty lacing. Let's go that way a little bit. I love this triangle. I wonder if I can get that to stretch a little bit. Let's go this way, and then we'll go right back the other way. So that's really cool. I'm getting a lot more ghosting. And usually I love ghosting. That's what I call it anyway. Let's make sure we're still in camera. Where the color sinks under the white, but you can still, there's enough of it that you still see. But I was hoping for more of an inky look, but I'm loving this so much that I don't feel too bad about it. I'm just trying to see how much to fiddle with it, because this is really cool, and that we have some really bold orange and some really bold veins of this hot pink. And I think for me, it might be just enough, especially when with this as the bottom and that as the top. I really like it. I know I tend to be more on the minimalist side. If I show my husband and sorry, but for that, I'm pushing my chair. They may be like that. There's nothing to that, but I love very subtle paintings, and this has that going for it. So you know what? I'm gonna stop. I really want to play some more with it, but I like it. I'm positive I didn't put silicone in there, and I can tell the way it's like, you can see how it goes down the sides of the cup. You can always tell when there's silicone in there because it will sort of bead up on the sides. But we are still getting some really neat lacing and all of that. I assume from the Floetrol, because pouring medium usually doesn't do that on its own. But okay, well, that was super fun. And so not what I expected as a result, but I love it. Let's do some close-ups real quick. That orange is gorgeous. Oh, sorry for the lighting when I do that. That's terrible, isn't it? This phone has the worst focus. I really need a camera or something, or somebody to teach me how to use it on my phone. But there we go. So you have a little bit of that pink showing, but mostly it's that orange and that bright pink. And I love, look, see how I hope I can fix this lighting on editing, guys. This is terrible. I am so sorry. But the what did they call it? The pearl hot pink sunk, but yet we've got those really, really strong veins of color around the ghosting. It's right there too. That is really cool. Now that's the only color in this that did this. So if that's something you want to, if that's a look you want to go for, it's going to take some experimenting with the different colors to see which ones do that and which ones don't, but really fun. So let me know what you think. I know this isn't going to be everybody's style, not that anything is, and that's fine. So if it's not, you can let me know, and if it is, let me know. And I will link to Arteza down below, especially if I'm pretty sure they have a line of these pearl colors individually. So look for that. Also, I'll link to my Facebook page. And I guess that is it. That was quick. We'll see you next time, guys. Happy pouring.